And the Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They give it back to him. He's got enough. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
JKS. Right side, it's Temple.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Gaines. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Gaines. Got it, headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for running room. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Washington State lines up quickly. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches
makes a grab and room to run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. The give. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the...
It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. With the catch, it's Thornton. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Quarterback will keep it. There's got some room in to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Big fullback's got it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sangapolatelli. He's got it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when he's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Sweet. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Peace. Runs through a man, he might have space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Peace. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th.
Continues to fight for yards. There he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Hard running there. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch, it's Thornton. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Washington State going quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The lone back's got it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
2nd and long here. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that they will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his target. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Quarterback changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Looking deep. Makes a deep grab. Off and running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going to the run, it's Gaines. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type...
Has it! And he will score! Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Here's some daylight. He's got the first down. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you know they're going to go for it again.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, Coach Danielson told me at the half, they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fullback's got it. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Songa Politelli, play action. Slings it downfield. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Paul. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Burrowing for yardage. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. JKS. Rushes on. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right side, it's Thornton. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Hit as he throws. Picked off to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Handoff to the single running back. He's past the marker. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Out wide right, it's Thornton. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got the first down. Could be an alley. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. That one's not even close.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Washington State. They take the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Washington State 27, Boise State 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Paul. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Songo Povatelli hauls it in. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Plows his way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on him, just plowing ahead. Breaks into the open. Past the 20, the 10. Touchdown Broncos. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Lining up for the point after and the lead. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Right side, it's Baker. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Just going to keep it after the snap. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the real sun today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down, gonna throw it. And his throw is incomplete. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Makes one man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Punt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Jaron Kiave Sangapolitelli. He's got the back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. JKS. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Peace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Second down to the air. Had to force that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Out wide right, it's Peace. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Rashad Downs going up top. Under pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And what a big third down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Fourth down, got to have it here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose,